Hey there guys, and welcome back to Turmoil. I've decided to start on the bidding screen for this video. You can see from our last video, I landed in this corner and we had 52 oil. I'm not really sure. I'm guessing it's like a percentage. So 52% of the land that was mineable was oil. So I hit this corner, quite lucky. I could have hit, say, this corner if this hadn't already been mined, and this would have been 38, so that would not have been worth it. I may not have even made a profit off of that patch, but I went to this corner, I made a huge profit. It's also the most square mined with oil out of all the ones that have been mined. I took a risk, it paid off, and that's usually how this game works. So we're going to start the bidding round again for the next episode. So you can see all my competitors are now bidding against me. These two are going to play it safe, they're going to mine here. They're likely to have high amounts of oil, close to 42, 41. Over here, you could, because it has been explored, you are still taking a risk. For instance, this patch here could be 30, so you're getting the average of 52 and 30 in the spot I am in. Same for this guy. All these around here could be really low. This could be 52. And so this patch could be the average of 52 and all the low ones, which means he's in the lowest patch, unless I'm in a lower patch than him. Obviously, that's the risk you take. The chances are we're going to make a profit on this one, so let's get going. Right, guys, let's get started. So I always pop 2 dowsers down, 2 wagons to begin with. 2 wagons is about the average you need. If you don't have 2 wagons, then you get spillage even when your pipes aren't upgraded. I like 2 dowsers just because you find oil a lot quicker. So he's found oil. Unfortunately, 2 dowsers can find the same oil patch I found. Sometimes oil patches stack on top of each other, so you can have one on top of the other. And that can cause dowsers to find oil in the same place. But obviously they're 2 different oil patches. That can be good because then you know if you mine into one, there's one below it as well. Fortunately, we found a very large patch of oil, and again, we finish on June 30th, so we're not going to need to hopefully mine any other patches of oil, but this dowser is going to stay here to tell us that there's oil here should we need to mine any more. I'm not going to build a silo yet, because if right ink's prices stay high and left ink's prices increase, the chances are we aren't going to need a silo. Early on, that's the best case scenario. Because as I've mentioned in the past, if you store oil in a silo, chances are that stored oil isn't going to be sold before the end of the year, which is kind of a pain in the arse. Right, so now I need to make a decision. Do I want to keep selling to right ink? I'm going to keep selling to them because left ink is about to increase their prices past right ink, and that means we're going to continue to be able to sell oil. There you go, left ink has now increased its prices past right ink. Right ink's prices are going to keep going up, whereas left ink's prices are going to keep going up, where right inks are going to decrease, but it means we can keep selling oil at a decent price to increase our profits, which is exactly what this game is about. This game, it hits a very zen spot for me. I really like Tycoon games, and this is a Tycoon game. I don't think there are a lot of them on Steam, not a lot that I've found, and this is a modern one. And I really, really do enjoy it. I've literally sat here playing it for hours and not even realized the time has gone. I really, really enjoy this game. I'm going to say that every episode until you people buy this game. I believe it is in early access. Honestly, the devs are really, really friendly. They haven't updated the game. The last update was recent, but I think there was a month gap in between the last 2 updates, but this last update was quite large. The devs are really community focused, so they will communicate what is going on in the development, which is really, really good to see. You do see what they're working on, but unfortunately the updates can be few and far between. That is kind of unfortunate, but that is development life cycle. It depends how the devs do the life cycle, how they develop, the processes they follow. But for right now, they've done a really, really good job with early access. I'm really happy with how they've done it. The game is really cheap for what it is, to be honest. I've already gotten more than my fair share out of how long I've played this game compared to the amount of hours. Right Ink is now buying oil for a lot more money, so I'm going to start selling my oil to them. Give me a second, I'll just find out how much this game is on Steam. I did look it up before, but I've actually forgotten. I do really apologize for that. I should know. Anyways, so unfortunately, yeah, Turmoil is £7, so about $10. £7 for an early access game that has offered me this much playtime and just enjoyment. That is insane. $10, £7. Get this game if you don't already have it. It has been on sale in the past, but not by much. I think it went down to a £5. If it comes on sale again, I recommend you buy it. Just buy it anyway. £7 is nothing. £7 is a bus ticket for me. That's how much my bus tickets cost, mind. Yeah. A return bus ticket for me costs £8. And that's going to the nearest city or the nearest valley. That is... yeah, that's... One of those prices is overpriced. The other one of those prices isn't. Hint, it's the one that goes to the city that isn't the overpriced version. But yeah, if you have a spare £7, guys, I recommend you buy this game. I can't honestly impose it enough how much I've enjoyed this game. If you like Tycoon games, if you like the look of this game, get it. And that's not me shilling, that is honestly, I've enjoyed this game so much. And I continue to enjoy this game. That's why I want to make a YouTube series on it. That's why this series exists. And I hope to get quite a few videos done on it. Theoretically, I'm looking, for those of you who are wondering, I've also realized Left Ink are buying oil for a lot higher price. For those of you who are wondering, I know some of you do kind of get interested into the not the content creation side of YouTube. I hope to get about 30 videos out on this game. I'm only going to do one playthrough unless it gets good views, good likes, good ratings. Everyone seems to enjoy it. I might do another one. I intend to keep on top of the updates. If there's something that's really spectacular that I really want to show you guys, then there will be videos out on the updates. When this game gets released, I'll do another playthrough, and that will probably be the end of the YouTube content on this game, unfortunately. Because doing, although I enjoy playing this game over and over and over again, people have to enjoy watching it. And there's not enough of a random aspect to this game. There's not enough... It's very repetitive. And although I find this game very zen and I enjoy it a lot, it is repetitive. And obviously once they add features, the repetitive nature will go away. But for a YouTube series can't be that repetitive. So once I've done the first series, there probably won't be another one until the game gets released, and there'll be the full release video series, which will be great. I can't wait. Right, come on. Again, because this year ends so quickly, hopefully we can do 2 years. It looks like we're going to be able to. This video is currently about 10 minutes long, which is great. I do want to keep the videos to about 15 minutes if possible, but obviously I can only go as fast as the game lets me go. I believe, yeah, you can hold fast forward. I always forget this is here. I should really hold it down, really, shouldn't I? Oh, it doesn't matter. We made money. We made a lot of money. You can see the barrel sold there, the earnings. See how much we spent compared to the last episode, because we hit a very large oil patch to begin with. We didn't need to spend it anymore. These two kept going, so we didn't need to put down a silo. Everything went right that round, and we got exactly what we needed to do. It looks like holding down fast forward kind of messes up the snapshot a bit, which is surprising, but at least you still get to see what you want to see. I really like the snapshot feature. I'd love to know how they do it. Do they force your computer to print screen and then copy and paste this print screen somehow? I would honestly love to know how they do this. There we are. Now, Raina has opened up her shack, her barn, and this allows us to upgrade our horses. Unfortunately, this time we didn't make the most profits. Joshua did. Blanche then... Sorry, so it was Joshua, then me, then Blanche, then Daisy. Something I don't like about this game, I don't know if it's just because I don't know how it works in the background. The issue with the profits is you can't guarantee you're going to get the most profits, because I believe the other players, so Joshua, Blanche, and Daisy, the AI, they can get different prices on their oil. So whereas I was selling to Left Ink for like over $1 for most of that game, they could get more than... So say I was selling to Left Ink for $1, Joshua could have been selling to Left Ink for $1.10 for most of that game. And that's just something that was... That's just something that I don't like. It's purely because I don't know, and that's probably what is happening. It's not something you can control. It's kind of sad that that's the case, but oh well. So now I can increase the size of my wagons, or I can increase... So this is the amount of horses you can have. Oh no, this tells you how many horses you have. This is probably the most useless thing. This increases the amount of horses you can have. But I've never had 15 horses, so I've never bought it. The only one I've ever bought is size and speed. Speed doesn't appear until you buy size. There we go. Be right back, guys. Hey there, guys, and welcome back to the bidding screen. I skipped a little bit there. Unfortunately, I had to go answer something. I do apologize about that. So we're starting at the bidding screen. You can see my money's a little bit lower than it was to begin, than it was in the last screen. The reason for that is because in between the video skipping, so in between what you last saw to now, I bought a speed upgrade for the dowsers, so they now find oil a lot faster. Quite significantly faster, if I remember correctly. You can see here, both me and Joshua mined exactly the same number of oil, whereas Blanche and Daisy mined lower numbers of oil. So you can guess here is going to be very, very low. I actually didn't want to click there, I wanted to click up here. So now I'm at a disadvantage, which could be an issue, and that was a misclick on my part, and that was 100% my fault. Let's get going. So 2 dowsers, 2 wagons, and set the wagons to Left Ink, and then wait for the dowsers to hurry up. Oh, you look like you found something, mate. No? Come on. This is where they both find the exact same oil, as I was mentioning earlier. Okay. So again, they can't find oil that deep, so we want to go about 218, 225, I think is about the max they can find. Come on. Oh, I missed it, surprisingly. So I'll go like 116 down. There we go, we hit an oil pocket, sorted. Can't see how large it is, it looks relatively large. Unfortunately, Left Ink's prices are going below what we want. Right Ink's prices are going up, so I'm going to continue selling oil to Left Ink, and we'll watch Right Ink's price. We know that this guy is telling us there's oil here. I don't think we're going to run out of oil before June 30th again, so we're just going to leave it as it is, so we don't spend too much money, because money is the name of this game. Actually, it's not, but here we go. How are you all enjoying the series so far, by the way? I know this is only the second episode, but I hope you guys are really enjoying it. If you are, make sure to hit the like button. If you're not, make sure to hit the dislike button and leave a comment as to why you enjoy it or why you don't enjoy it. And perhaps I can tilt the series somewhat to, you know, balance it out. So perhaps you enjoy it more, perhaps you enjoy it less. I don't think I want you to enjoy it less, but hey ho. As we learnt last time, there's a fast forward button. I wish there was a hotkey for this. There probably is, to be honest. It's F. No, it's not F. There probably is a hotkey for this, but I don't know it. The issue with the fast forward is we really need to keep an eye on the prices, because the prices can drop and increase quite dramatically when you're on fast forward. Right. So, yeah, we want to be selling to these guys now. I like how the dowser looks when you fast forward. Looks like he's doing a nice little jig. Doesn't jump, though. Watch out, he jumps. Oh, no, he doesn't. Wait, what? He just jumped. There we go. See, I know these dowsers. I know them. I know their hearts. They are mere men. Men driven by oil. Right. I'm watching Left Ink's and Right Ink's price quite closely here. So Right Ink's price is dropping, Left Ink's price is increasing, so we still want to sell to Left Ink. Just kind of a thing here. This isn't the most efficient way of playing this game. there are definitely more efficient ways. But a lot of those efficient ways don't come into play until the later game, until the mid game. And the reason for that is, oh, that's kind of cool. So no spillage. Okay, money just doesn't show up for some reason. Earnings goes up, which is quite nice. Spendings, it's quite nice. Left price, right price. Oh, that's kind of cool. I never even knew this was a thing. So yeah, it goes like that. And we did sell to Right Ink, didn't we? Yep, we did, for $1.16 a barrel on average. And that was 87 a barrel on average, unfortunately. But what can you do about it? And you can see how much we spent, and there's a screenshot. And that is it. Now the bar is open, and the bar is one of the most important places in the game. And even though I had a crappy patch, turns out I made the most profit. Should we see what the other people's patches were before we finish, because we can close out of this? So my patch was 36. Everyone else had more oil than me and yet did make a profit. How odd, to be fair. So why is the bar important? I'm going to finish the video on this. The bar is important because it has visitors. You can talk to these visitors and you can make a deal with it. So this guy, for some cash, I can look the other way this coming year if you spill oil and forget about the fine. So for $550, he won't fine me if I spill any oil, which is a great offer. Unfortunately, I don't spill oil all that often, and for right now, this early in the game, this is not worth it. You can also have visitors in here from Left Ink and Right Ink. You can get their CEOs in here, and you can pay them to keep their prices at a certain above a certain amount. So Left Ink could be in here and say, like, if you pay me $2,000, Left Ink's price will not go below $1. I'll pay him $2,000, and then it will go above $1. And if it ever drops, it won't go below $1. So I can keep selling oil to them and make a lot of money. And you can make a lot of money that way. Anyways, guys, that is the end of the video, unfortunately. Again, if you've enjoyed, make sure to leave a like rating. If you have not, make sure to leave a dislike rating. If you have any criticisms for me or for the video, then make sure to leave a comment below. You can also leave one there if you just want a quick chat. Why not? I've been Phoenix Life, guys. I've been your host. Thank you for watching, and adios, mis amigos.
Go.